First of all, I'm sorry you're out here for yourselves and for your families. It's bad enough that we have COVID-19, and it's bad enough that you've had to face a lot of different uncertainty on a regular basis. But I'm pretty proud to be coming from a community that has workers standing up for themselves. When you look at NEMAC most recently in this community, how long and how hard it took for that type of justice. You know, just in this general area, my brother, he was part of Windsor Plastics. When they shut them down, they took their United Way money, they took all their severance money, they took all their pension money, they took all these different things. So sadly enough, our country still doesn't protect workers' rights enough, despite decades later. So your story is not one that's unique in the sense that you're by yourself in an isolated location. The reality is here, whether it's a closure or it's bankruptcy protection, the workers' rights should come first. That's what was fairly collectively negotiated when you sat down.
That's right.
And that's what needs to be respected every single day until a closing day.
Amen.
Right on, Brian. And when we start to get some of these companies like this doing this, it's because we have lax laws. And the lax laws have to be reinforced, especially when we're looking at any type of government assistance, programs, and so forth. And Cheryl Hardcastle knows this very much in Ottawa. We've been pushing this issue for a number of different years.
Yeah.
And you have to understand as well too, when you look at the workers over the last number of years, improvements in quality, improvements in production, improvements in a commitment, all those different things that have made them profitable. So I'm sorry you're here today. I will do everything I can to fight for you, including going to General Motors and demanding what they're doing with regards to this, because this is a partnership with this.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're a partnership with this. You produce for them, produce good quality vehicles that they've been able to sell on the market and benefited from, and they should have some responsibility here. And so
Exactly.
Shame on you.
we will continue that.
Yeah.
So just in conclusion, thank you for standing up for workers. There was a good thing on the radio a couple days ago, and it talked about the cost of living in Windsor and the affordability and so forth. It was pretty interesting because it was a right-wing person that finally had to admit that the unions had lifted the boats
Yes.
of so many other
That's
people
right.
in our community. And you're
Yeah.
not far from the work that you have done and contributed to the Unemployed Health Center. These are unconditional gifts of love that you've given back to so many people. Let you know it hasn't been forgotten by people like myself and Cheryl and others. And Tracy can't be here, she's still at work, but she's gonna come another time, and it won't be forgotten. It won't be
Great.
forgotten because that's the strength of our community.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. Brian reached out to me a couple of days ago asking if he can offer any assistance in this matter. And we really appreciate the fact Brian did not wait for me to give him a call. This is the kind of MP we want in the city. This is the kind of people we want in the city to represent our voice as a worker, as a community activist, and in general for the whole community. So Brian reached out and said, what can I do? And I said, you know what? The law is screwing up this worker every single time we face those challenges.
Yeah.
And we want Brian to be our voice. And you are not alone. So I want to thank you. I want to thank Cheryl for being here today.
Thanks, Cheryl.
And
Thanks,
we're
Cheryl.
going to try to do
Thank
the
you,
best
guys.
we can. As many people we can rally to fight on your behalf, we will continue doing it.
Right on. Right on. Right on.